Wa alaikum salam.
Because you opened up this line of questioning about the Nation of Islam, I just have one question related to that. Only in the sense that, you know, the Minister Farrakhan is traveling across the nation, or actually across the world, and again, that puts Islam in the limelight. Whether that Islam, you know, is a good view or a bad view, it is a view of Islam that appears to be representative, or, you know, the media seems to make it representative of Islam in America. And no one seems to be counteracting that or addressing that or whatever. I just like to have your comments on that.
Yes, what happens is that there's some people that are addressing it, but we're not addressing it as a united ummah. I personally believe, and one of the things that we'll talk about tomorrow, inshallah, throughout the session, is the need to have spokesmen for the ummah. And every nation has an ambassador, and that ambassador is an official representative of the nation. We need people. That's why, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, I'm convinced that the Muslim ummah will go nowhere until we become united. I'm convinced of it. And when I say united, I don't mean in a nebulous way, because most of us, when we say united, we haven't a clue what we're talking about. We need to be united. Well, what do you mean by that? We got to be one. But what do you mean by that? No, what we mean is that we need centralized leadership. We need to know in America that we have a leader. Really, we have to in some way do it and go back to the Sunnah and having one leader. And all you see, because you can't keep saying وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. You keep saying it. Now it become a slogan. It's just a slogan. Yeah, we got to get together, Ak. And there's no steps to really come together. And one of the concrete things that you can do is select a leader. And you know, I've been preaching that, and I'm going to continue to preach it, that we have to have centralized leadership. You have to do. It's impossible. It's impossible to be successful without that. And we will be able to combat, whether it's Minister Farrakhan or some other representation of a person, what they say is Islam. Then we have to say some things, and we have a voice, a collective voice, that we can address all of these issues. You read it for me, inshallah.
This is a related question which says, what do you think about Minister Farrakhan's recent visit to different Muslim countries? And why don't more Sunni Muslims do this job?
Yeah, that's the good. See, I like the second part of the question better. See, the problem is not Farrakhan, the problem is us. You see the old adage, you see, to me, I don't think that our job should be going around the world saying, Farrakhan is not this, Farrakhan is not that. No. You see, the reason that darkness exists is in the absence of light. And once light is prevalent, then darkness goes. That's the nature. And as long as we're quiet, then darkness can rule. And our job, to me, is not going around the world saying that Farrakhan is not a Muslim. I don't think that's our job. Our job is to go around saying what Islam is. If he goes on a 50-tour nation, then let us go on a 100-tour nation. But you know what? Before you can go on a 100-tour nation, you got to begin in your own neighborhood. So let's be real. Let's see, because you can't blame. See, because you know Muslims like to blame. Well, what are you all leadership doing? But what are you doing on your level, in your neighborhood, around your masjid, in the same block as your masjid, in the same neighborhood as your masjid, in your neighborhood where you live? And what are we doing as individuals? So I'm hoping that this conference will address the individual responsibility of da'wah as well as the collective responsibility, inshallah. Yes, ma'am.